Iconic actor Burt Reynolds dazzled us with his charming smile and trademark mustache for decades. He passed away on September 6, 2018 at the age of 82. From relationship drama to financial woes, here's what we've learned about him only after his death. After his death, Reynolds' life was honored by his family and friends during a ceremony at a church in Florida. That was followed by a separate private memorial coordinated by his ex-wife, Lonnie Anderson, their adopted son Quentin, and Burt's niece, Nancy Lee Brown Hess. However, there was one notable person absent from the memorial, Burt's only brother, stunt actor James "Jimmy" Hooks Reynolds. Jimmy's wife Maria told Radar Online, "He is so sad and upset he couldn't say goodbye alongside his family." According to Maria, Anderson nixed Jimmy from the invite list because she was upset that he hadn't done enough to protect her from the alleged abuse she suffered during her marriage to Burt. In Burt's memoir, But Enough About Me, he linked Maria to his damaged relationship with his brother, writing, "The gal he married wasn't crazy about me. She thought I should have been more attentive to Jim and helped him more financially. But I'd already helped him a lot, and there came a time when I thought he should strike out on his own." Despite this icy brotherhood, Maria apparently felt that everyone should have put their differences aside when Burt died. A mere 6 months after Burt's death on March 15, 2019, Jimmy passed away in Hollywood, Florida at the age of 83. His cause of death was a heart attack, which was the same health crisis that Burt succumbed to. Court documents obtained after Reynolds' death revealed that he wanted his niece, Nancy Lee Brown Hess, to be in charge of his estate. This revelation made many wonder if a rumor spread by the National Enquirer in 2012 had some truth behind it. At the time, the tab reported that Reynolds and his adopted son Quentin were estranged. But that wasn't really the case, though. Reynolds' possessions were put into a trust that was to be solely controlled by Hess. Quentin was mentioned in the documents in a section that read, "I intentionally omit him from this, my last will and testament, as I have provided for him during my lifetime in my declaration of trust." The statement basically meant that Reynolds would still financially take care of his son through the trust. Before his passing, he had expressed how much he loved and admired Quentin, telling Closer Weekly in 2018, "He is my greatest achievement. He's a wonderful young man and is now working as a camera assistant in Hollywood. He never asked for any help with his career. He did it all himself, and I'm so proud of him. I love him very much." Reynolds starred in a bunch of mega hits, and his filmography is jam-packed with memorable performances. As one of Hollywood's top leading men, he was rewarded handsomely for nailing his craft, to the tune of $10 million per movie at the height of his career.
If someone were to do a movie, Burt, on your life, and someone would play the role of you...
George Clooney.
George Clooney, without hesitation.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Well, why not?
Sadly, though, Reynolds' wealth was practically non-existent at the time of his death. Multiple outlets estimated his net worth at just $5 million, and there was a good reason why his bank account was running empty. Reynolds never fully recovered financially after his divorce from Lonnie Anderson was finalized in 1994. His TV series Evening Shade was canceled that same year, and he claimed that the frenzy surrounding his failed marriage caused him to lose out on $3 million in commercial endorsements. 2 years after his marriage went south, he filed for bankruptcy, claiming he had $10 million in debt. Looking back on his money woes, Reynolds told Vanity Fair in December 2015, "I've lost more money than is possible because I just haven't watched it." Reynolds began dating his Smokey and the Bandit co-star Sally Field in 1977. They went on to star in 4 movies together during their on-again, off-again relationship before their romance finally stayed in the off position for good in 1982. In a 2016 interview with the Daily Mail, Reynolds said, "She was the love of my life and I screwed the relationship up. That sense of loss never goes away. I have no idea what Sally thinks about it." He would never get to know her true feelings, as Field didn't speak to him for the last 30 years of his life.
I would feel him kind of reach out to me via the press.
Right.
And it was something that he would do even when we were dating.
Yeah.
It wasn't until after his death that she went on the record about their romance, calling it, quote, "a perfect match of flaws," in an interview with USA Today after his death. She also detailed their stormy romance in her memoir, In Pieces. She wrote that when she attempted to stand up for herself, he, quote, "tightened his grip, sometimes literally." She also wrote that Reynolds was extremely jealous of other men in her life. "Burt would pinch my face in his hand, demanding I tell him who the guy was and what kind of relationship I'd had with him. No matter who it was, if I knew him well or only barely, I'd lie with my heart racing as though I'd been caught at the dinner table with pink lips." When Reynolds starred alongside Dolly Parton in the 1982 film The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, there were rumors that the two were hooking up, despite Parton being married. It wasn't until more than 3 decades later that the truth would come out about what really went on behind the scenes. As Parton told The Mirror in 2018, "Burt and I were a good old boy and girl, and I was very sad when he passed away. We were really very much alike." She also set the record straight about those romance rumors. Instead of engaging in a fiery tryst, she insisted that they were more like a brother and sister. True to form, though, the country superstar also joked around by adding, "I couldn't wait to jump into bed with Burt Reynolds," in the movie, not in real life. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.